Right now, a verdict in a deadly car crash trial. What the jury decided and what's next for the defendant.
We're not just a number, and we're being seen.
Residents react. We'll hear from Wisconsinites on what they make of the president's visit to Milwaukee.
Starting out in the low 30s this morning, already above our average high for this time of the year. It's even going to get warmer. We'll have the first warm forecast coming up.
Plus, the season of giving, how a small farm hopes to make a big difference in the community.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Thanks for waking up with us. Well, if we can't have snow on the ground, at least it's, close to 50.
Silver linings all the way around this morning. Hey, it's officially winter later today. Kelly, is it going to feel like it anytime soon?
We really don't see any real cold air, at least for the next 10 days. Yeah, we'll cool off a little bit next week, but we're going to continue to ramp up these temperatures going into the weekend. Getting off to a mild start. The clouds have moved in. That's acting like a blanket, keeping our temperatures up. 32 in Madison, also Fitchburg. Middleton at 32 as well. So we are looking at highs in the low 40s today and tomorrow. Today is going to be dry, but tomorrow we are expecting some showers to pass through the area. Then we have another system that'll arrive with some wet weather Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but it'll be warm enough with 50s. That's going to be rain. Not only here, but it looks like the entire state going to see some rainy conditions this holiday. Temperatures in the 30s this morning with the clouds sticking around. We'll have an east to southeast wind. That'll pick up closer to 10 miles per hour today. Kind of a gray sky for the afternoon, but it should be dry today. Temperatures rising through the 30s into low 40s with cloudy skies persistent throughout the day. We'll track those showers that are expected tomorrow. We'll time those out for you coming up in about 15 minutes.
Talk to you then, Kelly. New information this morning. A Madison woman's going to prison for hitting and killing a pedestrian with her car on East Washington Avenue. A jury found Janessa Cardenas guilty of 2 counts. The most severe is second-degree reckless homicide. Prosecutors say Cardenas was driving high the night of the crash on April 3rd, 2021. Court records say she was driving 75 miles an hour on East Wash by the Stoughton Road intersection near the High V. That's when she hit 37-year-old Ashley Taylor. Taylor died at the scene. Cardenas' sentencing date hasn't yet been scheduled.
The Wisconsin Elections Commission is rejecting a complaint against fake presidential electors without giving an explanation. This is the second time the WESC has rejected this complaint. The first time was back in March of 2022. At the time, the WE said Republicans who tried to cast Wisconsin's electoral college votes for Donald Trump didn't break any laws. Fast forward to this year, and those fake electors have settled a lawsuit admitting that President Biden won. One of those electors is Bob Spindell, who serves as a Republican member on the Elections Commission. Spindell took part in the first vote to reject the complaint. He did agree not to participate in this second vote. Spindell, though, will likely remain on the Elections Commission for this upcoming 2024 election. This despite a call from Wisconsin Secretary of State Sarah Godlewski to remove him.
Now to this, President Biden's back in the White House this morning after a visit to Milwaukee yesterday. The president spoke about his economic agenda at the city's Black Chamber of Commerce. The visit's part of the Biden campaign's attempt to engage with young, particularly black voters. Here in Madison, the Black Chamber of Commerce is reacting to that attempt.
There's a short road between Madison and Milwaukee, so our communities are being invested in, much like in Milwaukee. Our businesses are becoming certified, much like in Milwaukee, making sure that they are primed for that pipeline as opportunities come down this administration.
Not everyone is happy to see the president along his motorcade around a large group of pro-Palestinian demonstrators gathered. The Wisconsin Coalition for Justice in Palestine is calling for a ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas war. The coalition's organizer says that they'll use their votes to show just how serious they are.
We have more than 60,000 Muslims in Wisconsin. More than 22,000 voters were registered in 2020. We'll make sure that each vote will be against Biden in 2024.
Find more from our team coverage on the president's visit, what he had to say while in Milwaukee as well. That's all over on the Channel 3000 app and up on channel3000.com.
Time is 6:04. A grim outlook on the safety of your drinking water. Wisconsin regulators are halting their work on groundwater standards for PFAS. Governor Evers says it's because of excessive costs, which amount to $33 million for the first 2 years of the standards will be in effect. Back in 2017, then Governor Scott Walker signed a law that made getting funds like that harder. It requires state agencies to get permission from legislators for work costing at least $10 million over a 2-year period. The DNR was working on groundwater PFAS standards for the past year. That groundwater is the source of drinking water for about 2/3 of the state. PFAS are associated with a myriad of health issues, including fertility problems, obesity, and cancer. The relationship between Evers and the Republican-controlled legislature is obviously fraught, so it doesn't look like the money will get approved.
In Sheboygan, the Republican district attorney is appealing the state's most recent abortion ruling. That decision cleared the way for abortions to resume across the state. Joel Ermansky looking to overturn that ruling from a Dane County judge that says the 150-year-old law doesn't actually ban abortions. This appeal was expected. The Supreme Court will likely get the final say here. And in Madison, a local lawmaker is reacting to that decision to appeal. Democratic Senator Calderoy's released a statement saying, in part, to protect abortion rights, we need to have leaders at every level of government who will support and defend reproductive freedom.
To some more local news now. A young girl in Sun Prairie is dealing with a health scare, and her family is asking for help. 14-year-old Alina and her father recently found out that she needed a new heart. She went to urgent care toward the end of the summer for swollen feet and ankles and found out she needed heart surgery. Since her surgery, her father says the situation's given him a newfound sense of gratitude and motivation.
I want to give her every opportunity that she can have, you know, as a parent. Whatever it is she wants, you know, to accomplish, to see, to go. I want to be right there with her and to be able to provide that however it comes, you know.
If you feel compelled to help, the family has a GoFundMe page set up. You can find a link to that at this story at channel3000.com.
Sending a lot of love to that family this morning.
For sure.
6:06, a small local farm is trying to make a big difference in this community.
It's part of our Season of Giving campaign. Our Shane Hogan is here now to tell us all about it. Good morning, Shane.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, a nice feel-good story this morning. Hands for Harvest is a local nonprofit working hard to end food insecurity in the greater Madison area by partnering with local farms and homesteads growing food and donating it to those in need. Now, Aaron Lopp and his team are looking to grow and make an even bigger impact on their communities. A significant grant from 100 Men of Dane County will help them do just that. And Aaron says a donation of this size goes beyond just the amount of land they can use.
Also, just through relationships, put us in contact with a number of different people who have land that we can then go and optimize theirs, and then we can have more food pouring in and a greater impact on Madison.
Now, coming up in our next half hour, we're going to take a deeper look at how this money will advance Hands for Harvest efforts and what that means for Madison. You know, getting to know them a little bit, telling their story. You can tell their passion for service and giving back to this community.
It's a big donation.
Yeah, it is. It's going to really help them.
It sounds like they're going to be able to do a lot of good with it.
That's right.
Looking forward to that story. Thank you, Shane.
You got it.
6:07, let's check in with Kelly.
The clouds have spread across the area right now. No rain or snow. We do have some rain in the first warn forecast coming up.
Also ahead, a big day for Wisconsin football, who the Badgers just signed for the next season.
And it's almost the weekend in the 608 and a big holiday weekend. I'm looking ahead to what's happening in the final days before Christmas.
Are you looking for a pre-owned vehicle that doesn't break the bank? Come visit Stark on the Beltline. We've got Hondas, Subarus, Toyotas, and trucks, and local financing options to help you get the best rates you deserve. Wisconsin's premier pre-owned dealership.
Stella uses AT&T for her internet and mobile service. Abby has Spectrum One. The difference is big. With AT&T, Stella pays a lot more.
I do?
It's $110 a month for AT&T internet and an AT&T unlimited extra line.
Plus monthly fees. Ouch.
With Spectrum One, Abby gets big savings. Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds.
It's really fast.
Advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced privacy and security. And an unlimited mobile line with nationwide 5G. All with no added taxes or hidden fees. Now you can get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line.
That's a good deal. I know.
With Spectrum One, Abby is saving big. Over $75 a month. That's over $900 in savings. So Stella, what do you think?
I'm switching to Spectrum.
Spectrum One is a big deal. Call 800-872-0180. Visit spectrum.com or a Spectrum store today.
This time of year, we gather, we celebrate, and we remember the things that matter most. For us, that's you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care, because the way you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This holiday season is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Our solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
We have a variety of quality pre-owned vehicles, including Hondas, Toyotas, Subarus, as well as many other popular brands, right here at Stark on Highway 19, located at 502 West Main Street here in Marshall, Wisconsin's premier pre-owned dealership.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
And the 6:08, we are getting you ready for the weekend.
You better believe we are. Josh Spreiter, it's one of his favorite weekends right ahead of the holidays.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy one here, guys. Christmas weekend is practically here. This has been a long week. I know everyone's ready for Friday, but there's still plenty of time to enjoy all things festive this holiday season. Of course, that means checking out all of the Christmas light displays across the area. So we have a little roundup for you this morning because we know there's a lot happening. First up, it's the final lights for Zoo Lights at the Henry Vilas Zoo. You can experience the zoo after hours under the glow of almost 1 million lights. Santa will also be available this weekend. He'll be there for pictures through Saturday night. This is a timed ticket event. Tickets are required to enter. There are no ticket sales at the gate this year. Zoo lights are happening Friday and Saturday this weekend. They are closed on Christmas Eve. Entrance times are from 5:30 to 8:30. Up next, all aboard the Holiday Express at Olbrich Botanical Gardens. You can check out large-scale model trains from the Wisconsin Garden Railway Society. It's a festive scene overflowing with hundreds of poinsettias and fresh evergreens. This is happening through the 31st. Tickets are $8 for adults, $5 for children 6 and over, free for children 5 and under, and free for Olbrich members. Finally, a Victorian holiday open house. Some Janesville homeowners are opening up their home using their Christmas spirit to give back after going all out for the holidays. Each of their trees are freshly decorated around the home, which was built back in the 1800s. The couple opens their home in December to the public to raise money for a local nonprofit. Friends of Noah is a foster-based Wisconsin dog and cat rescue organization. Visitors are asked to donate to the cause. That home is open to the public tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday from 5 to 8. Remember, we are your home for what's happening in this 608. You can go to our section or click on that community calendar in partnership with Madison Magazine. I have to note, you know, that Victorian house was beautiful.
We loved that.
And the couple actually reached out to me a couple of days ago, and they had such a big weekend after we were there last week. So far this season, they've had more than 400 people come through their home.
Wow.
And more than $2,000 has been donated to the cause. So, I mean, that is fantastic. So I would imagine, especially with this weather, I think there's another bonus is people are getting out and about a little bit more than maybe they have in previous years. Although it's not looking very festive outside, at least people are able to be mobile, especially for all the traveling too.
Plenty of festivity happening inside that house.
Big time, yes.
Beautiful.
He loved it. Yeah, the Victorian house is just beautiful.
Oh my gosh, yeah, even the outside looked good too. That was like one of those really cold mornings before we warmed back up, so we wanted to be inside that day. But
that hanging upside down tree
from the chandelier hook.
Loved that. That was cool.
Creative.
I got to step up my game after going there. I tell you what, I know.
Good stuff today, Josh. Thanks for letting us know what's going on.
Don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. You can also shoot him an email for a chance to be featured in his segments.
Any snow in that forecast yet, Kelly?
Nope, none.
All right.
Sorry about that, but we do have some rain in the forecast. You know, I guess if we're not going to get the snow, it might as well be mild. We've got 50s in our forecast this weekend. Hard to believe today is the official first day of winter. This is the shortest day of the year. We only get to 9 hours of daylight between sunrise and sunset. Contrast that with over 15 hours on the summer solstice in June 21st, 22nd. So we're about 6 hours less than what we get in the summer months. So definitely noticeable, obviously, this time of the year. But now we're over that hump. We'll gradually gain daylight over the next week or so. All right, temperatures are not going to feel like winter going forward. In fact, we'll see 40s, even some low 50s throughout the weekend into early next week. And even though we will cool off a little bit, still running above average going throughout next week into next weekend. I do have clouds around right now. Nothing falling from these clouds. It'll just kind of be a gray sky today, with temperatures still running well above average. Well, we won't see much sun today, but thankfully we have had some really beautiful sunrises and sunsets, and this was in Pleasant Springs a few days ago. Thanks, Land, for sending in that beautiful photo. We'd like to see your photos. I know we don't have much sun in our forecast, but how about some holiday photos? Submit those at channel3000.com, and you can easily submit that, and we'd like to show them to our viewers. All right, a cloudy sky today. Temperatures climbing into the low 40s this afternoon, about 10 degrees above our average for this time of the year. So if you are headed out today, it will be dry. It's going to be tomorrow that we are expecting some rain. Not good timing because it'll be during the late morning hours through the afternoon before starting to taper off by the evening. And then another opportunity by Christmas Eve, later in the day, and Christmas Day. And it will be unseasonably mild Saturday through next Tuesday. We're talking about upper 40s and low 50s. So that chance of rain ramps up as we go through the morning hours. Waking up might be dry, but as we get toward 8, 9 o'clock, rain will ramp up until about 4 or 5 o'clock before those chances start to diminish going into the evening. So that rain spreads in tomorrow, as mentioned, during the morning hours. Here we're at 8 o'clock. You can see pretty steady rains through the noon hour into the early afternoon. Then it should become more scattered, and then most of this moving on to the east early or later Friday afternoon into the evening. Now Sunday starting off dry. This is that next batch of rain coming in. Then we'll see that rain spreading in between 3, 4 o'clock. You can see all the state expecting rain. And that will be with us not only Christmas Eve night, but also all of Christmas Day. You don't see any blue in there indicating any kind of snow. So most of the state expecting some fairly significant rainfall. 32 in Madison right now, 36 in Janesville, 32 in Watertown. So a mild start will lead to a mild afternoon, even with the gray skies, 42 degrees. Chances of rain ramp up tomorrow morning, diminished later in the afternoon. A dry Saturday if you're going to be out and about. Sunday does bring in that chance of rain mainly later in the afternoon, and kind of a washout for Monday and Tuesday with temperatures in the low 50s for Christmas.
You could say Wisconsin made a splash on signing day, bringing in 22 commits. That includes 9 4-stars if you're into the rankings. We're talking a trio of big-time running backs that Luke Fickell feels could play right away, 5 offensive linemen, and a handful of talented guys on defense, just to name a few. As a whole, this class that stretched to 13 different states sits 22nd in the nation, and Fickell is pretty fired up about this group that's coming to Madison.
Ability to go across the United States and find the players that we need to be successful in doing the things that we want to do is really, really impressive. And so I'm impressed not just with how they've done it, but also how strong our brand is across the country. And if there's anything I truly believe we did with this entire group is find a lot more length and a lot more athleticism for us to continue to build on.
One of those 22 commits is Waunakee standout Rob Booker. The 3-star tight end officially put pen to paper and is a Badger, and it's been a journey to get here. Remember, back in January, he committed to UW. Then in June, he decommitted and decided he wants to go to UCLA instead. But now, he's home as a Badger. With Braylon Allen off to the NFL, the Wisconsin running back room is looking pretty slim heading into their bowl game against LSU. But it's about how you look at things, right? For Jackson Aker, the ReliaQuest Bowl is a chance for him to show Luke Fickell and his staff that he can be the guy for the Badgers to carry the load. And the Verona native is looking forward to cashing in on the opportunity.
I felt like there's been glimpses of what I'm capable of. I would like this opportunity to show something greater, though. I believe there's still stuff that I haven't been able to put out there on the field and on film, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Staying in the Wisconsin running back room, Luke Fickell said Wednesday that Ches Malusi definitely plans on coming back for the 2024 season. Malusi rushed for 307 yards and 4 touchdowns in 4 games before suffering a season-ending injury against Purdue. Meanwhile, former Badger Chimere Dike has committed to Florida and will be reunited with his old quarterback Graham Mertz. In 3 seasons together at Wisconsin, the duo connected 72 times for 1,067 yards and 8 touchdowns. They'll try to recreate that magic next season as Gators. And just a reminder to check out this week's Wisconsin Huddle. Tyler Wall and I look back at his strong start against Jacksonville State, break down the alternate jerseys, and have a putting competition with Britta Curl. Show starts at 6:30 right here on News 3 Now. And that's it for morning sports. Have a great day.
You too, Zach. Coming up after the break, SiriusXM facing a lawsuit from New York's Attorney General. What the radio company is accused of doing.
And as we head to break, a look at gas prices if you're headed across the state this morning or this weekend. Take a look. We'll be right back.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
Celebrate home for the holidays with a better night's sleep at Ashley. Every day is a new deal. Save big on mattresses with discounts up to 83% off and get a free gift with your purchase. Only at Ashley.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Exciting news. US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with its stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen and action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man, it's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
New and current customers can get the iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular.
This time of year, we gather, we celebrate, and we remember the things that matter most. For us, that's you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care, because the way you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meriter, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
I volunteer because it's, I think, the right thing to do, and selfishly, yeah, I get a lot of joy from doing it. It's a joy that comes from taking people to where they need to go. Just watch your step coming out. You can't bottle it, you can't buy it. That only comes from volunteerism. When people really need to get to those medical appointments and they don't have any other means, I just look at it as kind of like the least I can do to try to help out.
Hurry in, America. It's time to visit your Ford dealer for the final days of the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology and flexibility for any season. It's your last chance to get special offers on our great selection of Ford vehicles. Only during the final days of the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford SUV and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $3,500 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Celebrate home for the holidays at Ashley. Every day is a new deal. Save big on furniture and mattresses with discounts up to 83% off. And get a free gift with your purchase. Only at Ashley.
Welcome back. Let's take a peek at Linda's morning. Beautiful clouds, but also a little rainbow in there.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like a, what is it called? The thing on the lens with like a sundog? Not a sundog, one of those flash things.
Talking to 2 meteorologists over here. Shane and Leah are.
It's a pretty picture, Linda.
Yes, it is.
Well clued in to the meteorological terms.
No, it's not. It's the
Sundog.
lens. Yeah, it's the thing with the lens flare.
Ah,
That's
okay,
what-
there you go.
I thought it was some sort of lens
Sundog.
flare.
That's right.
Sundog's also a thing.
It is a thing.
It is a thing.
It is a thing.
Don't ask me what it is, but I know it's a thing.
Okay, Shane, please take over with the trending story.
I gladly will. SiriusXM is being sued for allegedly trapping customers in unwanted subscriptions. I know.
No.
This is not a new phenomenon, but now something might be done about it. So New York's Attorney General is accusing the satellite radio company of forcing its customers to interact directly with an agent to cancel a subscription, and then drawing that process out in a strategy to prevent the customer from canceling. It's a good business strategy. It's just not very nice. Now, they allege that SiriusXM trains its agents to not take no for an answer, and the Attorney General in New York says those practices are illegal.
I used to do this a lot with DirecTV. I was trying to get out of DirecTV for like a year.
And you'd get trapped?
Or would they give you a deal? Because sometimes they'll cheapen your offer.
Yeah, sometimes they throw you a little bone.
Yeah.
And they always try to get you to get one more question. It's like, oh, what could we have done differently? Is there anything we can still do for you? Can we get you to stay on for a little bit longer? And it's, yeah, you can tell that they are trained to do stuff like that.
I mean, it makes sense, right? They want to keep as many customers.
Yeah.
They want the money coming in, but it can be a little frustrating when you're like, it's not you, it's me. I just want to cancel the subscription.
Could you imagine Chicago Shane over here on the phone with those people?
I've had these conversations. Previous cable, when I lived in La Crosse, I was like, I'm saying no.
That's
Hear
that.
me.
Chicago energy.
No.
Midwestern Leah's like, take my money, it's fine.
Chicago's
Oh, sorry I brought it up.
It's okay. Sign me up for another 2 years.
That's funny. Well, are we going to get any snow for Christmas? We're going to find out when we check in with Kelly Slifka.
Not today. Mild temperatures in the low 40s later today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Do more together this holiday in the Chevy that's right for you. The award-winning Chevy Equinox, the hard-working Chevy Silverado, or the all-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
My favorite thing about the Power Swabs is that I was actually able to take the swab and really get through some of those areas that are kind of like untreated. I felt like I can immediately see the results, and I'm like, oh, I'm definitely starting to see the shades getting brighter and brighter, or whiter and whiter.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution.
Well, they're whiter, they're brighter, and I feel better about my smile. And it was so easy to do.
One friend was like, your teeth look like really white. Did you do anything to it? And I was like, I did. I did Power Swabs.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. This holiday season, order Power Swabs and receive up to 50% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 50% off and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the chicken garlic pizza for just $11.99 at papamurphys.com.
This holiday season, find unique gifts at Chouette Home and Fashion. Exclusive home goods, exceptional women's fashion, and delightful gifts for the whole family. In the heart of downtown Middleton, Chouette Home and Fashion.
This morning, a teenager shot and a stolen car still missing, where police are looking for a car of interest.
Plus, some Americans are back on U.S. soil this morning after being held in a foreign country. What America gave up to get them back home.
Plus, the season of giving, how a small farm hopes to make a big difference in the community.
And it's been getting warmer every morning this week, and it looks like that trend will continue into the weekend. We'll see if there's any rain in the forecast coming up.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Chris Stanford. It is just mild. It's just does not feel like Christmas is a few days away.
You sound so offended by it.
I know.
It's mild.
I need a reminder from Kelly Slifka to look on the bright side.
It's true.
That we're not shoveling, we're not scraping, we're not all bundled up. Am I right, Kelly?
There you go.
Right. I mean, you know, we look at it this way. If it was cold and, you know, brown, we'd rather have 50s like we're expecting this holiday? So that's what we are expecting going through the holiday weekend. It's going to be wet, though. We're going to have to deal with rain. Not snow, but we are going to have to deal with some rain. But every morning's been getting warmer and warmer throughout the week. We're 6 degrees warmer than where we were at this time yesterday morning. And that trend's going to continue in the weekend. The mornings are going to be very mild. In fact, we'll probably see lows this weekend in the 40s. Right now, 32 in Madison, 33 in Middleton, 32 in Windsor, Cottage Grove at 32. So a lot of clouds around today, but that will not prevent us from getting in the low 40s again tomorrow. But tomorrow we do have some rain showers that'll be spreading on through. Not really good timing. It's going to be right in the middle of the day. Low 50s and a rainy Christmas expected with temperatures well above average, about 20, 25 degrees above average. Looking at this afternoon, looking at cloudy skies throughout the day, temperatures up near 40, getting to the noon hour. Should be topping out in the low 40s this afternoon with an east wind up there at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So we got 30s for the most part this morning, but we should be topping out in the low 40s, even with the cloud cover out there throughout the afternoon. We'll track those rain showers not only tomorrow, but also going into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. We begin this morning with a developing story. Monona police looking for a suspect after they say a 17-year-old was shot there last night. Officers responded to the parking lot of O'Connell's Liquor just north of Broadway where they found the victim. That person had to be taken to the hospital, though they are expected to survive. There are no arrests this morning. Police are looking for a stolen 2022 black Tesla Model 3. They're calling it a vehicle of interest. They say a rental company actually owns it. Anyone with information should call the Madison Area Crime Stoppers. Their phone number is up on your screen right now. It's 608-266-6014. You can also submit tips online at p3tips.com.
In national news this morning, several Americans are home just in time for the holidays after a major prisoner swap with Venezuela. 10 Americans in total were freed in the exchange. 6 were flown to Texas, the others to Florida. Some of the prisoners were held for almost 2 years in what the U.S. government is calling wrongful detention. Now, in exchange, the U.S. has freed a close ally of the Venezuelan president, Nicolas Maduro.
We've freed American people who were held illegally, and we made a deal with Venezuela that they'll hold free elections.
Venezuela also agreed to return a fugitive known as Fat Leonard. He escaped U.S. house arrest and fled to Venezuela while awaiting sentencing in one of the biggest bribery and corruption scandals in U.S. naval history.
Let's take a live look now at the Wisconsin State Capitol, where the state's Attorney General is helping consumers get some money back. It stems from a massive $700 million settlement between Google and AGs in all 50 states. They accuse the company of stifling competition in its Play Store for Android apps. In a statement, Josh Call says consumers shouldn't have to pay extra because of anti-competitive practices. The Wisconsin Department of Justice will work to protect people's pocketbooks and ensure that markets are competitive. Anyone who's made purchases through the Google Play Store between August 2016 and September of this year are eligible to receive money. Submitting a claim is not required.
After a very successful charity golf tournament this summer, American Family Insurance is sending some of its proceeds to a local children's hospital. The 2023 AmFam Insurance Championship raised $2.4 million. About half of those proceeds will be distributed to the American Family Children's Hospital here in Madison. 147 primary local charities will share the rest of varying amounts.
Everybody, his family is touched with health concerns at some point. So for us to be able to take a lead in our area to try to help out in that regard, to give back for important things like that means a great deal.
Next year's event will be June 1st through the 9th at University Ridge. Steve Stricker will host once again. It's his 8th time. He'll play for the 7th, where he'll defend his 2023 title. 6:34 now. A small farm with big dreams is working to end food insecurity in the greater Madison area.
It's a great story, and Shane Hogan is here to tell it for us this morning. Hi, Shane.
Hey, guys. Good morning. Yeah, nice wholesome story heading into the holidays. And in this season of Giving story, we're showing you how that organization is getting a big boost when they need it most. Lots of us consider the season of giving as a time to give back to our community. Aaron Lopp does that year-round.
I was looking for a way to use my passions and background and my passion for caring for animals and everything that we've been given by God. And so we bought a small farm.
That small farm is home of Hands for Harvest, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families in the community.
We seek to give food to those in need, and so we found that this was a way that both our skills and talents could be put to use.
His nonprofit involves multiple homesteads and small farms. The food he and his partners grow ultimately gets donated to families they partner with. Their goal is to supply anywhere from 10 to 40% of their food intake.
Oh, sheep, sheep, sheep.
But in order to grow that much food, they need more land.
The biggest problem right now is expansion.
That's where 100 Men of Dane County comes in. Members donate their own money to a worthy cause in the community.
And our whole thought process is collective giving.
Hands for Harvest is now the latest recipient. 100 Men selected the nonprofit for a $100,000 grant.
So we could all give our $100, $500, $1,000 individually and make some difference. But if we pool our money together, we can really take Aaron and Hands for Harvest and put them into kind of a new stratosphere of organizations.
The sheer size of that donation, $100 grand from 100 Men, could help Hands for Harvest well into the future.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. Because of the amount, we can jump forward in our goals 2 to 3 years.
And for 100 Men, Hands for Harvest was an easy choice to support.
100 Men in Dane County, our pillars typically that we support are going to be food insecurity, mentoring, housing, and education. And Hands for Harvest not just has one of those, but two with the mentoring and the food insecurity.
Aaron says a donation of this significance goes beyond just the amount of land.
Also, just through relationships, put us in contact with a number of different people who have land that we can then go and optimize theirs, and then we can have more food pouring in and a greater impact on Madison.
It's a gift this season that will give back year-round. Yeah, it was really nice to get to meet Aaron and hear from 100 Men of Dane County, Jason, too, about why they chose Hands for Harvest for that big grant. And, you know, they're really doing some good work, and that grant's only going to further that. So, you know, it's nice to see this time of year that real spirit of giving.
Yeah, that $100,000, it's a gift that's sort of unheard of from a nonprofit.
It's a big one.
Yeah, big thanks to 100 Men for investing that much.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you would like to donate to Hands for Harvest, you can certainly do so. You can check out their website, handsforharvest.org.
Thanks, Shane.
You got it.
All right, 6:38. Let's check in with Kelly.
Yeah, the clouds have spread across the area this morning. We'll see cloudy skies, but still very mild temperatures. There is some rain in the first warning forecast just ahead.
Also ahead for us on a Thursday morning. It's almost the holiday weekend in the 608. I'm looking ahead to what's happening in the final days before Christmas.
Sometimes Sometimes the do-it-yourself route isn't the best option. Call Monona Plumbing instead and get your plumbing problem fixed right.
A name you can trust when service is a must.
Do more together this holiday in the Chevy that's right for you. The award-winning Chevy Equinox, the hard-working Chevy Silverado, or the all-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $269 a month. Or get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobeson Buses. Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son, the fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in. They don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone from US Cellular.
She's here.
Then, give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Here we go. I knew I could do it. I just had to take the first step.
Hey, how's it going? Marcus, my boy. Welcome to my humble abode. Nice to meet you.
When Marcus came to my door, it was my chance to give someone a safe place to stay for a little while.
When you open your heart and home through foster parenting, you're helping the teen write new chapters, which can positively impact the teen for the rest of their life.
Be part of the story.
For more information about becoming a foster parent, contact Children's Wisconsin.
Sometimes the do-it-yourself route isn't the best option. Call Monona Plumbing instead and get your plumbing problem fixed right.
A name you can trust when service is a must.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather. Trust the experience of Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti and the First Warn Weather team to help you plan your day and alert you whenever and wherever you need it. First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
Friday on Wisconsin Huddle, Tyler Wall joins me on stage. We talk about his big game against Jacksonville State. Then I challenge three-time national champ Britta Curl to a putt competition. Join us Friday night, starting at 6:30.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back at 6:41. This weekend is your last chance to get your hands on those homemade Kringles, donuts, and plenty more from a South Madison staple.
Lane's Bakery is closing their doors on Sunday. After staying in the family since 1954, those living near and far tell our Armand Rahman they're sad to see the institution go.
After nearly 7 decades bringing sugary goodness to the people of Madison, the owners of Lane's Bakery say it's time to hang up the apron.
Your numbers 1 through 5, please come up and we'll get you guys taken care of.
If you want to grab a Kringle this week, you're going to have to be fresh out of bed when they're fresh out the oven, because you won't be the only one.
I went through 190 today, so I ran out of dough.
We went through 400 pounds between yesterday and today of butter cookies.
But in between sweet treats, owners Becky and Chuck Lane always have time for goodbyes that are
bittersweet. You know, there's never a stranger. It's just a friend waiting to happen. We've gotten such close relationships with a lot of the customers, and that's pretty tough.
It's not just tough for them.
Oh, I think this should be kept going forever.
I went out and read some of the things people were writing on that poster card out there, and I'm like, you know, kind of almost teared up there.
The smell of fresh baked goodness brought Jake McCullough back from Denver.
Came here a lot growing up as a kid. I used to live about a block away. You know, my great-grandparents, I think, were going to the location when it was on the other side of town.
Him, other longtime customers.
Yeah, we've been coming for about 50 years, off and on when we've lived somewhere else.
And new fans.
We are very, very sad because it's the only bakery walking distance
that we can find, and plus it's really good.
But Chuck and Becky have been running things for about 40 years.
I'm here every day. I open the store. I get everything ready.
Unless a buyer comes along soon, they say it's time.
You want to do things while you're still healthy.
Still, when they shut that door for good,
It's going to be sad.
Oh, yeah. Are we doing the right thing?
Yeah.
Until Sunday, they want to say thank you for a sweet 69 years.
Enjoying our product and letting us make you happy.
In Madison, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Boy, he's having some second thoughts, you can kind of tell.
You can
right?
imagine how they feel and how we feel. I mean, I've been going there for years, since college.
Long time.
Our old anchor, Adam Schrager, used to always take new reporters there and treat them to donuts.
Yeah, I can't imagine what the family's going through right now, all the different emotions that they're feeling, but we want to thank them for all of their years of dedication in that business and keeping it in the family until now.
Incredible work, well-deserved retirement, folks.
Absolutely. All right. Let's get to Kelly Slifka and that first warn forecast. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Not a bad start to this Thursday morning. We're actually above where we typically would be for a high temperature this time of the year. And lack of snow. That's all I can say. You can see across the upper Mississippi Valley, the Great Lakes states, really have to go into Canada to see any kind of substantial snow. So very unusual to see this lack of snow across this part of the country this time of the year, and really no chance of any kind of snow around here anytime soon. In fact, we'll look at some rain moving in because temperatures are going to be running into the low 50s, it looks like, by Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. It will be kind of a cloudy period going forward, and also we are looking at those chances of rain. So today should be dry. It's not coming in until tomorrow. We're looking at some rain showers to develop. That should diminish tomorrow evening. We'll get a break on Saturday, just kind of cloudy on Saturday. So if you're going to be traveling, no problems then. And I think the first half of Sunday, Christmas Eve, should be dry. It won't be until we get in the afternoon hours that we'll see some rain moving in. And that will continue throughout Christmas Day and even into the day after. And once again, it's going to be rain. We're not talking about snow. Right now, we just have some clouds spreading across the upper Mississippi Valley. No precipitation. I just expect it to be fairly cloudy. You can see the clouds that we have on our sky cam. 42 expected today. The average is 31. Take a look at the sunrise, 7:26. The sunset at 4:25. So this is the shortest day of the year. Between those times, just about 9 hours of daylight. The longest day is in June, and we typically get over 15 hours. And this will be the first day of winter. Officially arrives tonight at 9:27. I guess that's some good news. We will start to see a little bit more daylight very gradually, but you'll definitely notice it by the middle part of January. A lot of clouds around today, but it should remain dry as we head into the low 40s. We are looking at some rain to spread into the area tomorrow, and then again Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, upper 40s and low 50s for a pretty good stretch of time. So tomorrow morning, the rain spreads into the area, moves out by the late afternoon hours as we get toward the evening, at least moving on to the east. And then we have dry weather starting out Sunday. It won't be until the afternoon hours. It looks like 2, 3 o'clock, starting to spread into southern areas of the state. But you notice it's all green, indicating all rain across the entire state throughout much of the upper Mississippi Valley. And that'll continue right into Christmas Day. So the chance of a white Christmas anywhere across the upper Mississippi Valley, the Great Lakes states, is pretty slim. 32 right now in Madison, 34 in Middleton, 32 in Verona, Oregon right now at 32 as well. 42 today. The rain with us tomorrow, kind of right in the middle of the day. A dry Saturday. First half of Sunday dry. The rain spreads back in if you're going to be traveling. And then Christmas Day, it looks to be a rainy Christmas Day. And the rain will continue, it looks like, into Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperatures back off just a little bit, but still well above average in the low 40s.
Christmas in April, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's going to feel maybe more like Easter, I guess.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. Hey, it's almost the weekend in the 608.
Josh Breider's here to help us plan out what we're doing. Plenty of stuff to do this weekend, Josh.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy weekend and plenty of time with Christmas falling on Monday this year. There's a lot of time to be able to enjoy all of those things festive this holiday season. Of course, that means checking out all of the Christmas light displays across the area. And we have a little roundup for you this morning because we know there is so much happening. Let's start in Rock County this morning at the Rotary Botanical Gardens. Their 27th annual holiday light show is underway. This has become a hit event for the Janesville area, lasting throughout the entire holiday season. This year, the Gardens paths feature more than 1.5 million lights, their biggest yet, with themed light displays and animations. You can get your tickets and see the official schedule at rbgholidaylightshow.com. Staying in Janesville now, 140 Christmas trees fill the Lincoln Tallman Museum. We're talking about the Rock County Historical Society's annual holiday tree show. Each tree is sponsored and decorated by local businesses, nonprofits, and individuals. Open house tours run through December 30th. Tickets are $15 for those 16 and up and available online and at the door. School District of Janesville employees will also receive a $5 discount by showing their school badge. Now north to Waunakee this morning, where the Rotary and Lights 2023 is officially underway. During the month of December, thousands of families walk or drive through Waunakee's Village Park to admire the lighted holiday display. The lights are on through December 31st, and this happens every night from 5 to 9 o'clock. Remember, we are your home for what's happening in the 608. You can go to our section of channel3000.com or click on that community calendar. This has been a long week. I think a lot of folks are, looking forward to tomorrow. It's so weird with Christmas falling on a Monday. I feel like we have more time, but Christmas week feels like it's just lasting forever when it comes to work. That's how I feel anyway.
I have to say, this season gets so busy. I feel like I have so many things to get checked off my to-do list. It'll be nice this weekend to take a second and enjoy the reason for the season, spend some time with family, maybe do some of these events you're talking about.
Oh, big time. Chris, I know you had mentioned it just feels like there's going to be more time this weekend, and I'm feeling that too. Like with my family, we're driving up to Minnesota.
Yeah.
I feel like usually we're trying to jam-pack everything in, and I think this is going to be a little bit more relaxed this weekend, which is kind of nice.
It feels good to take time intentionally to slow down. So
love that.
Well, thanks for letting us know what we can fill up that weekend.
Yeah, you guys are off tomorrow, so Merry early Christmas to you guys. And
you too, Jim.
Merry
it's going to be a nice weekend. So yes.
Thanks.
All right, it's just about 6:50. Coming up in the morning sprint, the fight for abortions in Wisconsin continues after a district attorney takes action.
We're back after this.
Watch News 3 Now at 5 with Eric, Susan, and Gary. Weeknights.
Are you looking for a pre-owned vehicle that doesn't break the bank? Come visit Stark on the Beltline. We've got Hondas, Subarus, Toyotas, and trucks, and local financing options to help you get the best rates you deserve. Wisconsin's premier pre-owned dealership.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward? Ingenious.
Sardine fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized. BMO.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with Spectrum Internet, delivering fast and reliable speeds. Advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security on your devices. Spectrum Mobile with unlimited talk, text, and data. And now, TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. Get Spectrum One Stream with Internet for $49.99 a month. Plus free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited Spectrum Mobile line, and the Xumo Stream Box. Free when you add Spectrum TV. Call 833-976-4999. With Spectrum and Xumo, all your favorites are brought together in one place. Use the voice remote to search across live TV, on-demand movies and shows, and the most popular streaming apps to watch what you want faster and easier than ever. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
Get holiday savings Thursday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee canned corn or green beans, just 49 cents. 7-Up 6-packs, just $1.99. Nabisco snack crackers or Ritz toasted chips, $1.99. Cook's Super Trim ham portion, $1.48 a pound. A dozen Hy-Vee large eggs, just $1.49. And Hy-Vee shredded cheese, H-Perks price, $1.99. Thursday through Sunday. Happy holidays from Hy-Vee.
This time of year, we gather, we celebrate, and we remember the things that matter most. For us, that's you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care, because the way you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
We have a variety of quality pre-owned vehicles, including Hondas, Toyotas, Subarus, as well as many other popular brands, right here at Stark on Highway 19, located at 502 West Main Street here in Marshall, Wisconsin's premier pre-owned dealership.
Rediscover life without pain. SSM Health Orthopedics.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
Police are looking for a suspect in Monona after a 17-year-old was shot. Officers responded to the parking lot of O'Connell's Liquor just north of Broadway, where they found the victim. They were taken to the hospital and are expected to survive. There are no arrests right now. Police are looking for a stolen 2022 black Tesla Model 3 as a vehicle of interest.
A woman accused of poisoning her husband and putting him in a coma has a status conference today. 50-year-old Amanda Chapin is from Darlington. She's facing first-degree intentional homicide charges. Prosecutors say she put drugs meant for euthanizing animals in her husband's coffee. Court records show she's pleading not guilty.
A Republican district attorney is appealing a court ruling that allows abortions to be performed in Wisconsin. The Sheboygan County District Attorney appealed the ruling from a Dane County judge that says there is no state ban on abortions. The appeal was expected. The Wisconsin Supreme Court will likely take up the case.
10 Americans are back in the U.S. this morning after being held in Venezuela. It's part of a prisoner swap made between the two countries. Among them is a fugitive named Leonard Francis, who escaped the U.S. after being charged in a corruption case. In exchange, the U.S. released a Colombian businessman who was arrested on money laundering charges, who's also a close ally of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott is escalating his fight with liberal cities over immigration. He's started flying migrants to Chicago after the city began to penalize bus companies that brought them. Chicago's mayor says these tactics fail to treat migrants in a humane way.
An immigration deal will not be reached this week. That's according to a joint statement from the Senate majority and minority leaders. It means negotiations over the president's national security package, introduced in October, that includes aid for Ukraine and Israel, will resume next year. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says there will be no more floor votes this year, setting up a hugely consequential January.
Wisconsin's Bipartisan Elections Commission is once again rejecting a complaint against the 2020 fake electors. A judge ordered them to retake it up back in May because one of the fake electors was part of the original decision. This new decision was unanimous, but made behind closed doors. Members pointed to a letter from the Wisconsin Department of Justice saying the fake electors didn't violate any laws.
Wisconsin regulators are halting their work on groundwater standards for PFAS. Governor Evers says it's because of excessive costs, which amount to $33 million for the first 2 years the standards would be in effect. A 2017 law from then Governor Scott Walker bans spending on more than $10 million for regulations that are longer than 2 years. Groundwater accounts for 2/3 of Wisconsin's drinking water.
All right, coming up on 7 o'clock on this cloudy start to our morning, we do have gray skies that actually kept temperatures up this morning. Not quite as cool as yesterday. We're in the lower 30s right now. Should be climbing into the lower 40s today. Gray skies, but we are expecting dry conditions today. 32 right now in Madison. The clouds will be with us. A southeast wind up to around 10 miles per hour. Still getting close to 40 by the noon hour, tapping out in low 40s this afternoon. We do have some rain in the first warn forecast. That'll be developing tomorrow, kind of right in the middle of the day. Dry on Saturday if you're going to be traveling. Most of Sunday should be dry, but it looks like a wet Christmas Eve and Christmas Day with highs in the low 50s.
Ooh, all right, Kelly. Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
We're back with a news and weather update in 30 minutes. See you then.